But it seems to me that quite clear there are two areas of economics that are now under real question. The first, obviously, is financial economics and how it has developed. Now, financial economics is taught in obviously all the graduate schools of economics, but also in all the business schools to all the people who are going to go out and manage the finances of companies and manage the finances of banks, and the basic theory about how derivatives markets work and whether markets are efficient in some sense, and in what sense they're efficient, how securitization works. These are obviously going to have to be relooked at again, because this sort of meltdown changes, essentially we had a panic in the markets, changes people's views of how things should be valued and so forth. So there's a big problem for financial economics. I don't know how it's going to come through. The area I know a bit better is, I personally looked at more is macroeconomics, where I think the same applies. The really intriguing thing about the policy response to this crisis is that it was driven overwhelmingly by ideas that are at least 30 to 70 years old. We went back to Keynes, who had been ignored in academic graduate programs for 30 years, with these huge fiscal programs everywhere. Now, that may be very controversial, but it's what happened. We went back to Milton Friedman's views about monetary policy. That's a 40-year-old monetary theory. We did absorb a lot of what Ben Bernanke had been saying about credit markets and the credit role. He himself did a lot of that at the Fed. But that's all very old economics. The new economics, as it were, is the real business cycle, and basically the idea that the economy is most of the time in equilibrium. And in some sense, in those sorts of theories, really and truly, this shouldn't have happened. So they have a problem. Now, I have some idea about how they're going to try and solve this, but it's true that when we really got into this mess, the policymakers paid no attention to contemporary macroeconomics. It was as if it didn't exist, almost. I'm exaggerating. So these people are going to have to go back. I mean, because it's really rather problematic to be teaching. It's like doctors learning in a university course, a whole set of theories about what they should do in medicine, and then when they actually start practicing, they're told to forget it all. This is not really workable, because, as I have always believed, in the end, economics is a practical discipline. It's an applied discipline. We do it because we want to solve problems. And if we don't use these tools, then there's something wrong with these tools.